Hi there, and thank you for joining us for this webinar on social insights for Salesforce. During the webinar, I will show a brief presentation, and then I will do a live demo and show you how you can get unlimited leads with social insights. Just let me change my equipment here, and I'll get started. So Social Insights is actually from iEnterprises. And we've been in business for more than 20 years, actually since 1995. We've been involved in CRM the whole time. We actually have our own CRM solution. We also enhance other solutions like Salesforce.com and others. We have an office here in the United States in the New York area, as well as in Europe and Asia. And we really are dedicated to quality. We've been won all sorts of awards over the years. Some of them are on the screen here. Some of them are very much appreciated, that's for sure. And here's some of our customers. We really service customers both big and small. Obviously, we have the larger customers on the screen here, but products like Social Insights are used by companies both big and small, and Social Insights has a free trial, and then you can also purchase it for, it's really $15, $14.95 per user per month. Or if you buy it on an annual basis, it's only $9.95. So it's very much appropriate for smaller companies too. So just so you know, here are the products that iEnterprises offers. There's Social Insights, which you'll learn all about in just a second. And then we have our own CRM product called iCRM or iEnterprise CRM. And it's a highly configurable CRM that's integrated with Outlook and Gmail, so you can like live in your email and use the CRM. It also has Social Insights built in. iEnterprise email integrators are also another product line. So we basically integrate Salesforce.com, Dynamics, Oracle CRM, Sugar CRM, and some others with Outlook and Gmail and even Lotus Notes. So you can live inside your Gmail and use your CRM at the same time. So that's another product line. And then we also have an offline mobile platform, which that is typically used by larger companies. So Social Insights, iEnterprise CRM, and the email integrators are used by companies of all sizes, whereas the mobile platform is usually in a larger enterprise. So before I get started on this slide, if you do have questions, there's actually a chat area in the YouTube, and you can actually put a question in the chat area, and I will try to get to it. So if you put a comment in on that YouTube video that you're watching, I'd be happy to try to get to it and answer any questions that you might have. And if not, I'll give you my email at the end too, and you can just shoot me an email if you have questions. It's no problem at all. We're here to help. So what the heck is Social Insights? So it's a Chrome extension. So it actually lives in the Chrome web store. And actually, if you look at the bottom, there's a scrolling banner that shows how to install it. Basically, you go to chrome.google.com/web store and search for Social Insights. So that's streaming across the bottom of my screen right now. So hopefully you'll be able to see that, and I'll also post it in the comments later after this is over. And you can always come back and see this video again and again. This YouTube link stays live in perpetuity. So so if I embarrass myself, it'll always be out here for you to see. Anyway, we also have another component to Social Insights. So the Chrome extension actually shows in Chrome when viewing any LinkedIn profile. So if I go to a LinkedIn profile, and I'll show this live in just a second, it actually tells me whether this person that I'm viewing in LinkedIn is in Salesforce.com is what I'll demo, but we're eventually building it for other CRMs. And it will show you whether this person is in Salesforce or not. And if they're not, you can add them as a lead or as a contact, either one. Okay, we're also coming out with a Salesforce app soon. And basically what that'll do is when you open a contact or lead in Salesforce, it'll show you the social media links, and a Gmail app as well will be will be another component of this. So, but if you use Salesforce, you're in the right webinar, because this is about how you use social insights with Salesforce. If you just use Gmail, you'll have to wait for us to support Gmail, like Gmail, Google Contacts as a backend. And then very, very soon, it'll actually be included with iCRM, iEnterprise CRM, which is our own CRM product that actually competes with Salesforce.com and the other products. And so basically, when you buy iCRM, you'll get unlimited LinkedIn leads with it at one price, which is basically $30 per user per month. So it's a really good deal. Okay, so why would you use social insights? So if you ask me, leads are the driving force really of any company, because that's what we need to start the business process. And in my opinion, especially if you're looking at B2B leads, LinkedIn is by far the best lead source. And that's what we're targeting here with social insights. And it'll give you virtually unlimited leads. So as many LinkedIn profiles as you can visit and click add lead, that's how many you get. It's really powerful in that you can get as many leads as you like. And it's way better than LinkedIn Navigator, in my opinion. First of all, it's literally like 1/6 the price. So there's that. It works directly with Salesforce, as you will see. And then also LinkedIn, if you look at the LinkedIn profiles, they typically have only the personal emails. Like I know on my LinkedIn, usually I have my personal email in there, and that's in case I ever change jobs, although I've been here more than 20 years, so that's probably not going to happen. But with our product, we actually get through artificial intelligence the work email, the real work email of the LinkedIn profile. So we're not using LinkedIn to get any of this data. We're using a Google search with artificial intelligence, as well as some artificial intelligence around retrieving email addresses. And it's very accurate, like 90% accurate, if not more. So super cost effective, works with Salesforce. And at the end of the day, what do leads do? At the end of the sales cycle, they're going to generate revenue. So this is about generating revenue for your company. So here's some features, and again, I'll show this in this. This is the last slide. I'll show this in just a second. So basically, it shows on any LinkedIn profile. It shows Salesforce details from LinkedIn. So if you open a LinkedIn profile that is already in Salesforce, you can see that and click to just open that person in Salesforce if you like. But most importantly, it allows you to save new leads in Salesforce from any LinkedIn profile, and the lead that's saved includes the person's name, their job title, their company, and then most importantly, it retrieves their real work email address. And it's pretty accurate. As I said, it works 90+% of the time. Okay, so you can also save contacts, and it's the same thing. You can either save a lead or a contact in Salesforce.com, and if this is a new company, you can actually create a company record in Salesforce at the same time that you're saving the contact. So you can save leads or contacts in Salesforce.com. And as I said, right now, this is for Salesforce, but we're planning to support other backends, and most notably our own iCRM product. So this is me. I'm on my LinkedIn profile, as you can see here, and this is Social Insights. Basically, you install it in the Chrome Web Store, and as you can see with the ticker there, just go to the Chrome Web Store, search for Social Insights, and click Install to get it installed. Once it's installed, it will only show when you open someone's LinkedIn profile. So if you just go to linkedin.com, it won't show, but if you open someone's LinkedIn profile, like mine, you'll see Social Insights pops up. So here it says this person does not exist in my Salesforce.com. Well, that's no problem. If I just click Add as Lead here, this is me again. It actually pops up this screen, and you can see it found my real work email address. And if you guys have questions, you can email me at that address, and I'll actually answer it. and gives me the opportunity to, set a status. I'm going to start working this lead or whatever. But basically, you can see here, it got the real work email address, the first name, last name, company, and job title automatically. And I can click save, and you'll see that this just gets saved in Salesforce.com. And now you can see it actually refreshed, and now it recognizes that I am indeed in Salesforce.com. And if I want to open myself in Salesforce.com, I can just click here, and it'll actually launch Salesforce in a separate window. And now you can see that it did indeed add me to Salesforce.com. So let's do some more playing around here. I just want to show you how cool this thing is. It's really neat. So let's take a look at my friend Mark Benioff, and we'll try to add him as a lead. So I'll click add as lead, and sometimes it needs a little help. So you can see here it's saying it wants to know what Mark's website is, or his URL. So that's easy. Right? It's salesforce.com. And then I can click this button. It needs just a little bit of help, and it'll get the email address, and you see it populated it. And I can just save Mark to salesforce.com really quickly and easily just by clicking save. Okay, let's take a look at somebody else. So this is Robert Herbeck, who is a Shark Tank guy, right? And we're going to try to add him as a lead as well. So I'll click add as lead, and now it wants a URL, and you can see he works for this company called the Herbeck Group. And in this case, I really don't know the URL for the Herbeck Group, so I'm just going to right-click on the name of the company, and it'll pop up here in my Google search. I'm going to do copy this link, and then I'll return back here. I'll enter the URL, right, and do get email. And check this out. So this is his real work email address. He doesn't even have this in his contact info, right? And you can see that. So it's way cool. I'll do that again. I'll put it in get email, and you'll see it actually retrieves his real email address at his company, not some fake email address like sales at Herjavec Group or something like that, or sales at Shark Tank, or info at, or anything like that, or his personal email. This is his real email address. I click save. That's it. Now Robert is in my Salesforce.com, and I can start interacting with Robert. Anyway, I think you get the idea. It really works well. Let's do Larry Ellison real quick. So Larry would be www.oracle.com. So I'll just type it in. But again, sometimes you might have to search, and I'll do get email, and you can see it returned Larry's real email address. And this is done with artificial intelligence, and we're able to recognize patterns, and then people have verified email addresses and so on. So it works really, really well. And like I said, 90+% accurate. And these are like famous people that probably are not too forthright with their real email addresses, and we're able to do it. Not me, I wasn't the famous person, but all these other people are. So I click save, and that's it. Larry's in my CRM too. And if I click open in Salesforce, it'll take me to Larry's record now in my Salesforce.com, as you can see. So another thing that this is really good for, so if you are like just looking on LinkedIn, sometimes your associates may have added somebody else at a company to your Salesforce. And as you're looking at LinkedIn, you can actually see that they're in your Salesforce already, open them up, and then correspond with them there. That's pretty much what Social Insights does. So you can just sit here all day and go from one LinkedIn profile to another, to another, to another, and easily save leads or contacts in Salesforce.com. Let's do one more. So I'll do one of my associate, Kristen. Sorry, Kristen. And I'll just show you really quickly what it's like to add a lead before I add a contact instead of a lead. So again, if you do have questions, please put questions in the chat window of YouTube, and I'll put a questions here, please. Any questions, please just ask, and I'm happy to answer them. So anyway, I just navigated to Kristen's record or LinkedIn profile, and you can see she works for iEnterprises. And if I'd like to add it as a contact, I can just click here, and then I can search for a company. This is a contact, so in Salesforce, you have to pick a company for a contact. It kind of found the email address automatically, but remember, sometimes you have to just put in the website, like iEnterprises.com, for it to find it. And it kind of filled in everything else. I can just click save, and bingo, that's it. Now I've added Kristen as a contact, this time in Salesforce.com. And if I open it in Salesforce, you'll see here she is. So pretty straightforward. A couple of questions I see. One person is asking, are there any limits? And there really aren't any limits to the number of leads you can get, other than that it's limited by how many times you can click. Like, there's not really a bulk thing. You just have to go to the individual LinkedIn profiles and add them. And again, it retrieves their real work email address. Someone here is asking, let's see, I'll go back here. Someone's asking if we would integrate with Infusionsoft. So we don't have any plans for Infusionsoft, but one thing we will be doing is we will be very shortly actually integrating with like Google Contacts. So if Infusionsoft has a connector to Google Contacts, you could just add them there first and then upload them to Infusionsoft. So we'd look at that in the future, but I know, like, right now on our roadmap, there's Dynamics, our own CRM, and then Sugar, and probably Zoho, and then maybe we'd look at something like Infusionsoft. So thanks for the question. If anybody else has questions, please do ask. Yeah, somebody else is asking about pricing. So I actually have a slide for pricing, and I mentioned it already. So I will get to that in a second, if you don't mind. And then somebody's asking if it could be deployed for larger groups. Yeah, absolutely. So in the Chrome Web Store, there are capabilities to deploy it in mass, and you can deploy it in mass right from the Chrome Web Store. So I'm going back here. We did our live demo. Okay, so I'll go to the roadmap if there's no other questions. But I encourage you to go to the URL that's scrolling across the bottom of your screen, chrome.google.com/webstore, and find. Actually, I'll show you that before I go back to Chrome. Right, so you go to chrome.google.com, and you can just search for Social Insights, and obviously mine's installed, but you just click here to add it, and that's really all you do. After you add it, it will ask you to authenticate with Salesforce.com, really just once, and then it just works. So that's all there is to it, to installing it. So let's go back to the presentation, if you don't mind. And I will get into our roadmap and go over the pricing and give you some contact information. But if you're interested in this thing, why not just try it? Go to chrome.google.com/webstore, search for Social Insights, install it. You get a 7-day free trial, so you can decide for free if you want to use it. So here's what we're looking at in our roadmap. Is, again, we'll have a piece that lives inside of Salesforce that shows you social media links in while you're in Salesforce. So if you open like a record in Salesforce, it'll show a link to someone's LinkedIn profile, for example. And then support for iCRM is actually almost finished now, and it should be available soon. And again, iCRM is like a competitor product to Salesforce, except it's much cheaper, and it includes everything. We only have one price point for iCRM, which is about $30 per user per month. That's it. We don't like sign you up and then try to upsell you. You come in at that price, you get the email integration, you get the QuickBooks integration, you get social insights, which is unlimited LinkedIn leads, all included in iCRM for that one low price. Other CRMs we're looking at supporting, as I mentioned, Microsoft Dynamics, Sugar, Oracle, and then at some point we'll try to do some sort of data enrichment as well. And that's like if you're in Salesforce or iCRM and you open a record, it finds their LinkedIn information, and you can actually update the record and add like the true job title. And if you don't have the email, get the email and all that. So there's a couple more questions actually. Somebody wants a direct link. Thank you. I should have done that anyway. Here's the direct. I'll put the direct link in the comments. Here it is right here. And I'll pop that in the comments. Okay, there's your direct link, right? I just posted it. Okay, thank you, Leah. I appreciate you saying it's an amazing presentation. It's pretty simple. It's one of the easiest presentations I get to do. So, but there's the direct link. Can you find LinkedIn accounts through account ID in Salesforce? So I think you could just accounts. Really, LinkedIn is about people. The way we're doing this, it's about people. So if you found somebody at a company in LinkedIn, you could add them as an account or a contact to an existing account. So I hope that answers your question. And then, yeah, Victoria, if you email me, I'll send you something. But there's a really good discount included already. So that's the direct link. I'm going to go back and try to wrap this thing up. If you guys don't mind, let me go back to the full screen. Okay, sorry for jumping around so much, but these things have a life of their own. So here's the pricing. So Social Insights costs $14.95 per user per month, and that's on a monthly contract. You don't have to buy more than that. You can just buy a month, unlike some other, or really most other products that deal in B2B leads. You'll see that they want lots of money up front. We don't. You can use it for $14.95 per user per month, and that's it. And then regarding annual contracts, we actually discount that quite steeply. If you do sign up for a year and you make an annual commitment, it's $9.95 per user per month for an annual commitment. And then I'll just mention that we have our own CRM, and it will include Social Insights as well as the email connector. And basically, the cost for iCRM is $29.95 per user per month on an annual contract, and that's the only price for it. We don't upsell you. We don't try to. We don't get you in at some low price and then upsell you. That's what we do with all our products. Actually, we give you everything for one price. We're not about getting you in the door and then telling you, oh, you need tires with that car. That's extra. This is extra. That's extra. We do not do that. Okay, and then I will just go to the next slide. And somebody was actually asking for my email address. So here it is on the screen. It's either john@ienterprises.com or jcarini@ienterprises.com. And my extension and everything is right there. If you do have questions, just shoot me an email or shoot me a phone call. And I'd be happy to help. please just shoot me an email. That's it. Again, I implore you to go to the Google Chrome Web Store, search for and install Social Insights today. I think you'll find it very, very useful. And it's pretty simple. Basically, you get leads from any LinkedIn profile. So if you want leads from any LinkedIn profile, this is probably for you. It's the easiest way to do it. And it actually returns not only the name and company, but the real email address that even LinkedIn Navigator does not get. And that's because we're not really using any information from LinkedIn. We're using other intelligence to get this information. So it's perfectly legal too. Like LinkedIn doesn't let you copy their information. We are not doing that. We're getting the email address and other information through artificial intelligence. Okay, with that, I'll wrap up. Again, jcarini at ienterprises.com if you have any questions, but install it from the google.com/web store today. Give it a try. You get 7 days for free. And after 7 days, it will ask you to purchase. You can purchase at the beginning too if you like it so much the way I presented it. That's fine as well. And with that, I'll wrap up. I really appreciate everyone attending, and everybody have a fantastic day and stay safe.